Hello and welcome to Busan FM News at 8, and I'm Pageni. South Korea and Japan held a strategic dialogue in Tokyo today for the first time in nearly 2 years to discuss an array of bilateral issues and North Korea's nuclear program, Seoul's foreign ministry said. Seoul's first vice foreign minister, Cho Tae-young, met with his Japanese counterpart, Akitaka Saiki. They discussed pending bilateral, regional and global issues, including the situation on the Korean peninsula, officials said. The meeting comes amid soured bilateral ties in recent years due to Japan's attempts to deny its wartime atrocities, such as sex slavery and its territorial claims to South Korea's easternmost islets of Dokdo. It marked the first Seoul-Tokyo strategic dialogue since South Korean President Park Geun-hye took office in 2013. Such a meeting was last held in January last year. South Korean wrestler Ryu Han-soo won the gold medal in the men's 66-kilogram Greco-Roman at the Incheon Asian Games today, giving the host nation its second wrestling title at the ongoing competition. In Taekwondo, South Korean fighter Cho Chol-ho picked up the gold medal in the men's over 87-kilogram division. Cho defeated Uzbekistan's Dmitry Shokin 7-6 in the final at Ganghwa Dolmen's Gymnasium on Ganghwa Island, northwest of Incheon. Meanwhile, South Korea and North Korea will encounter on the final stage of the men's soccer in Munhak Stadium at 8 p.m. tomorrow. South Korea is currently in second place following China, with 61 gold medals, 58 silver and 65 bronze. In local news, a sinkhole was discovered on the third lane of the Mandok Tunnel of the Namsanjeong intersection in Mandok-dong Bukgu this afternoon. The 40-centimeter diameter hole was found on the road with a depth of 1 meter and width of 2 meters, but no injuries were reported. Police sectioned off the lane due to worries of additional sinkholes appearing by a nearby water pipeline. The Korea Federation of SMEs, or KBIS, opened its 8-story center in Yeonsan-dong today. The center will be used for a venue to discuss and build cooperative networks for 70 SME cooperatives and small business companies. KBIS opened its first center in Choryang-dong in 1976 and has finally purchased its own building after 38 years. The second Busan Youth With Festival will kick off at the Busan Students Education Culture Center in the Children's Park in Cheopdong on the 3rd. The festival will be attended by 3,000 people, including teenagers, their parents, and instructors of teenagers. The festival will begin with an opening performance by Korean comedian Cho Ji-hoon, followed by a band performance, dance, and singing. Moving on to the international news. As Hong Kong braces for huge pro-democracy rallies, leader C.Y. Leung has urged protesters to back electoral reforms set out by Beijing. Speaking early on the National Day holiday, Mr. Leung said Hong Kong should work with Beijing to achieve progress. The protesters want Beijing to withdraw plans to vet candidates for the next Hong Kong leadership election in 2017. Activists say they expect the biggest demonstrations yet on the streets to coincide with the holiday. Thousands of protesters have gathered at the main protest site in the Central Business District, Causeway Bay and Mong Kok. And the weather forecast. The weather tomorrow will be mostly cloudy, with rain in the morning. Fine dust levels in Busan are normal. The morning low will be 16 degrees in Busan and Ulsan and 17 in Changwon, while the high will be 25 in Busan and 24 in Ulsan and Changwon. It is currently 19 degrees here in Busan. That's all for this hour's news, and thank you for joining us. Now you're listening to Busan EFM.